Hello, Mclaw64R here, and today I have the 0.1.1 to 0.13.0 comparisons of every single version from the start to finish, well, to the current time, and I might do this again later on when it's later on in my life, maybe. But anyway, if you are enjoying this video and are watching it, please do leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. This video it's going to take a while to edit, so let's get straight into it. I'm not going to go really too in depth with each version. Just to look a bit of a overview of what the major features was when it came out and what was in it. Not going to go into like a little bit of bug change and whatnot, just like the major stuff. So yeah, so if you are enjoying this video, do leave a like. And here we are, the first ever version of Minecraft Pocket Edition 0.1.0. And yeah, pretty standard stuff. You can't really do much. There's all these different blocks. You can't even select which block to change. It's all in order. So yeah, nothing too hard. The menu's in the block selection. Render distance view, pretty terrible. Graphics aren't too good either. You can't fly, you can't sprint, you can't do none of that good stuff what you take for granted now. But yeah, so this was 0.1.0, I guess. So in 0.2.0, survival is added, no crafting, and the health does regenerate, so there's no like hunger and whatnot. But there is survival, which is a cool feature added to the game in as early as this. But yeah, so there is like unlimited of a lot of resources because you can do crafting at the moment, and there is like little to none you can get. So you can get like wood and stuff, but you can't really craft them. Yes, so that's basically the survival version of aspect to this game so far. And in creative, flying is added to creative, as previously it wasn't in the 0.1.0 update. Well, the release of the game, there's no flying in creative, and there are a whole new bunch of blocks added to creative. In 0.3.0, crafting is added to the game. Nothing a major haul, but there is crafting in the game, so you can craft the basic stuff like crafting tables and other stuff like that, and you can craft like the weapons, like stone weapons, and all these other stuff you can also craft, which is pretty cool. But there's still stuff like infinity, like glasses, precious glasses, yeah, still infinity. And bricks as well, there's infinity of it, so you can build some nice brick houses in this version. But yeah, so crafting is added to the game. 0.4.0 brought us some chests, so you can add items into the chest, and also you can smelt with the furnace. So the furnace was an addition to the update. You can also use a flint and steel and get TNT in this latest update. And another major feature was food. You can actually now collect food, make some mushroom stew, I'm pretty sure as well. I think there was in this, yeah, there was in this update. So you can make some mushroom stew. You can also get bread, and you can eat it to restore healths when you would die, or lose hearts anyway. And also I did forget to mention in the previous 0.3.0, but in like 0.3.3 or something, they did add bow and arrows, so yeah, I forgot to mention that before, so but here it is now. Bow and arrows were in the game in like 0.3.3. In 0.5.0, they did add the Nether Reactor. This was a major feature into the Pocket Edition, all the way up to 0.12.0 when the Nether was actually finally added, but all the way till then you could only use the Nether Reactor to get some Nether related blocks. So the Nether Reactor was added. There was a few new blocks here and there, and paintings was also added, so that's pretty cool as well. And zombie pigmen were added along with the Nether Reactor. And I'll just show you some Nether Reactor gameplay, and then we'll move on to the next version. Uh, 0.6.0 brought the armor into the game, so you could get all different types of armor, from leather to iron to gold to diamond, and if you wanted to, you could code in the chainmail armor. And also they did add the fancier clouds, so let me just go back into it. So clouds were added into the game, so as you can see there's some clouds right above there. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. And they did move, so that was pretty cool. They also added some baby animals signs, and some improved D-pad. So as you can see, I'll get into creative. As you can see, when you fly, you got the up and down arrows for flying, and as I said, you do have signs into the game now, so you can say stuff. As you just see there, nice little sign action there, and this was introducing a lot of redstone alternatives into the game, so that was pretty cool. And they also added the feature that sand and gravel now have gravity. There was also the addition of the Stonecutter, so you can craft stone related blocks without having to do it through the crafting block. 0.7.0 had the additions of a new menu, as you can see there, and you could also play on rounds, but they're obviously not working now, so I can't show you that. It did add the chat menu, so you can play and chat with each other in game, so that was pretty cool. And as I forgot to show before what the armor menu looked like for 0.6.0, but that's what it is there. And also there's new graphics, as you can tell, and it's nice and brighter and it looks pretty good in creative. And also they did add buckets, so you can do water buckets, lava buckets. They also added mobs into creative. They added cakes, which is pretty cool. In later versions of 0.7.0, in 0.7.3 they did add double chests, quartz slabs, and some cooler title screens. And they did add the moon, sun, and stars. I don't have that version at the moment, so I can't really show you it, sorry. 0.8.0, a major feature for this update was rails and minecarts. So as you can see, you can have now rails, minecarts, and nothing. It was a good update. It was pretty fun to ride around in minecarts. So you just hold and tap to join in the version. Later on they added it so when you walk close to it, you have an option to ride and not ride, I guess, which was pretty cool. Not bad. They did add, as I said, the new menu, a lot of new. They added a whole lot of new stuff in creative. As you can see on screen, there's a lot of new stuff. Not really going to go through them all, but yeah, they did basically add all of that stuff. And yes, they did add new foods as well, so potatoes and carrots. The clocks and compasses, so that was pretty cool. So you could actually like use redstone to craft these, so you could get redstone, but you couldn't place it at on the ground at the moment, but you could still mine redstone. 9.0 was a pretty big update. They did add infinite worlds. They did add caves, a lot of new blocks including monster eggs and huge mushrooms, wolves, so there was new mobs of wolves so you can tame them. There's new crafting menus. I'll put the videos through this one because it freezes when I try to record, so I'm just gonna have to record and do the audio up separately. So yeah, there was new biomes, so there was also infinite biomes, so you could just fly around because it's infinite worlds now, so it's pretty exciting. So you got abandoned mine shafts, villages, and other cool places to explore. So that's pretty cool. And as I said, a lot of new blocks. 0.10.0 wasn't really much of an update. All it really did was just make things look a bit better and made gold mines in the Mesa biome. Baby animals can now swim and just basically just a lot of bug fixes and stuff. So there wasn't really any additions to it. They also did add the creative mode you can play during the day and night, so there's day and night cycles in it. But yeah, that was about it for 0.10.0. 0.11.0, a major feature was the custom skins, so you can actually buy and download skins as well and skin packs, and you could also get your own skin off the camera roll, so that was pretty cool. There was also a lot of new mobs added, such as spider jockeys, cave spiders, bats, squids, and you could also get some fish, so you can get different types of fishes with the fishing rod. As you can see there, nice fishing rod gameplay for you. But yeah, you could fish and get fish. You could also get boats and drive around in a two-person boat, so you could rock around in a boat. Leave boat. So yeah, and there was a lot of new items added into the creative menu, which is pretty cool. And they did also have a fancier editing menu, so you can now edit this to survival to creative, and you can also make it to day, and then you can check out your seed easier like that. 0.12.1 came to the App Store with a big and a lot of improvements. You could now sneak and you can now sprint, which is a thing a lot of people really wanted in the game. And the flying was now onto the other side of the thing. There was a lot of new mobs added into the game and a bunch of new boats, as you can see in the creative menu. And you could also go into the Nether, which was what was a big feature, what a lot of people wanted. I'll show some gameplay soon. You could also get anvils. You can also get enchantments, so you can do bottle oil enchantments and all those type of things, which were pretty cool. Now I'm going to go into the Nether, and also just before I do that, you can also get mob heads and flower pots, which is pretty cool. So you can go into the Nether. A secret feature they did, you can actually make the Nether like bigger than it actually is. So as you can see, we are going into the Nether, and you are in the Nether once you are in. This is a really good place to spawn. This is like a little cave by the looks of it. Yeah, so, oh, no, it's just real dark in there, I guess. Okay, so this is the Nether they did add, so zombie pigments are now in here, which made the Nether Reactor a not so important feature, and I'm pretty sure they did end up removing it, and you could also get like ghast spawn eggs and stuff if you coded them in, so that was pretty cool. So ghast were in this version as well, they were in the Nether Reactor anyway. They were in the Nether anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so this is a pretty intense update. A lot of people really wanted enchanting, Nether Reactor, sprinting, and yeah, so they finally added that, which was pretty cool. And because of the sprinting, they did add hunger, which is another thing people wanted. Now I'm on fire from this zombie. This video is 0.13.0. This is the latest installment in the Minecraft Pocket Edition series. Well, the game updates. So in this version, you could have now officially redstone, which is a thing a lot of people wanted, which they finally got to add. So that's pretty cool. So you now place redstone on the ground, and they did add some new redstone related blocks, some like active rails, node blocks. So TNT can now be designated with the redstone. You got levers and buttons. They also did add a lot of new doors, as you can see in the creative menu, and they did add desert temples into the game. So in the desert biomes, there's a chance that a desert temple will spawn in. So yeah, the major point of this update was the redstone. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you stayed around for the whole thing. And if you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and share it around so everyone can see all the difficulties and new updates throughout Minecraft Pocket Edition. So yeah, thank you for watching this video.